I think that working with adolescents, especially some of the tough adolescents I work with, oftentimes the parents have given up on them. And they're just frustrated because they don't know what else to do. So I have a lot of techniques I use to involve parents. One, every teacher in my school prints out a grade report for every single student, and they do it in English or in Spanish. Those are the two capabilities we have, and send it home every other week. So parents know every other Monday they can expect a complete printout from every teacher with every assignment and every grade for each class that their child has, so they can kind of keep track of where they are. And for my classes, my students have to bring it back signed by their parent. Their parent has to write their phone number underneath their signature, because if I think the parent really isn't getting it, I'll make a phone call home. At the beginning of the year, I make a phone call to every single parent, and I teach 6 classes a day, or 6 classes, and each class has about 40 students in it, so it's a lot of phone calls. I make sure I get through it the first quarter to introduce myself, and then to share with the parent something positive about that student and what my expectations are, but more what potential I see in their son or their daughter. And I've gotten some strange responses. I remember one time a parent said, "This is Andrew Smith's mother." After I told her he's so articulate, he's always contributing in class. I could tell he was going to be a problem, but I didn't want to say that to the parent because he wanted to take control. But I told her he was so articulate, he always has so much to contribute, and I'm really looking forward to working with him. She goes, "No, this is Andrew Smith's house. Are you sure you have the right number?" And I said, "Well, yes, Mrs. Jones." She had a different last name. And she said, "And you're talking about Andrew. It's not Alex, his brother, it's Andrew." I said, "Yes, it's Andrew." And we talked a little bit, and she said, "I've never gotten a phone call that was complimentary about Andrew before. You're the very first." Well, fortunately, when I had to call her later, because I'll stop instruction and make a phone call, or stop instruction and type a quick email to a parent, when I called her back, she was so happy to hear from me, and she had no problem handling the issue I had with Andrew because she knew I saw something positive in her son, and I wasn't just out to get him. So I think communicating with parents that way, I'll have class meetings where I invite the parents in for readings by the students, handing them certificates. I find anytime you want to honor a child or have them share off something wonderful that they've done, parents will come, especially if I tell them that it's a potluck, and ask them to bring something so they have a responsibility to the group, and I get to eat some amazing food, and we get to hear some amazing writing by their amazing children that I can get parents to school. So, and I provide transportation when I have to.